Hey guys, this is Chris Hallpeter, and today I'll be going over the final developer commentary for CGT255. This is my final project. This is the BattleTanks Lite remake version. Basically, it's a prototype for BattleTanks, BattleTanks remake. So I'll be going over the final developer commentary and just answering all the questions. The first question was, what role did I play on the team? As a solo developer, I was the artist, the programmer, and scripter. Fortunately, I didn't have to do that much programming, but I did have to do some scripting and all the artist for this job. So I modeled all the trees, the houses, the church. I did not model this tank. This was purchased on the Unreal Store, but everything else I ended up modeling. Um, Next question being, what skills did I learn or improve on this project? I would say I improved on my modeling skills, even though all these 3D models were simple. I ended up still learning a thing or two. I also learned about working in the game state. Uh, I've never really worked in the game state in the game mode before, so setting up a team deathmatch type of game was a first time for me. Learning how to successfully respawn a character was also a first time for me. So when a character would die and when you blew up a tank, they would respawn. It was interesting because having it replicate to the server, that was the one of the biggest issues. Having when the client died and it needed to respawn, it had to do on the server as well. So that was an interesting thing that I learned and things that I improved on. What did you do to advance my skills beyond what I've been taught? Everything. The first thing I always looked is YouTube tutorials. Whenever I had issues, I would Google search YouTube Unreal Engine tutorial problem, etc. So fill in the blank. Uh, Another good source was the online Unreal Engine forums. You can always learn a thing or two from there. Going to the next question. Where did I struggle but overcome the challenges? I would say I struggled the most as a solo developer and also a senior into game design. As a senior that's about to graduate, I had my capstone. I also had CGT341 going through, which is an animation class. So I kind of had three major projects going along at the same time, and my time management skills was really pushed to the limit with working close to a full time job, doing this project, doing my capstone project, and finally doing that animation project. So all that took a lot of time, and I had to do a lot of time management skills. Um, Another struggle, kind of in-game struggle, I struggled with the match score. Which, if I press tab, you'll see two players here, showing both of the players on the screen right now. The match score was not updating for the client, so I had to scour the web and try to resolve that issue. I eventually found it in an Unreal Engine forum, and basically all I needed to do was replicate it on the client only, and that solved the issue. But yeah, just in general, being a solo developer, having to model everything, UV wrap everything, texture, level design, foliage, it takes time to do these things. And as a solo developer, you just you don't get to spend a month modeling something. You don't get to spend a month scripting something. So you really need to manage your time and then just say good enough when it's good enough. So, yeah. Going to the next question. What exceptional qualities do I have compared to others in my discipline? I would say that I have exceptional qualities regarding multiplayer scripting. I don't know many of my peers that have actually focused on multiplayer games other than me. I don't know that many people that know how to replicate and set up replication, set up Steam, set up all these multiplayer aspects in the game. I don't know that many, and I don't think a lot of my peers focus on that stuff. Going to the next question, how might I do things over differently next time? I would say plan ahead. Unfortunately for this project, I didn't have that much time planning. I kind of just had to get started just to get a somewhat working product. There's still a lot of bugs on this, but yeah, I just would say more time focusing on this and more time planning, especially in the early stages. So, yeah, coming up with an art style would have been nice. The tank doesn't exactly match the scenery. It's okay, but things of that nature. But yeah, let me kind of show you some of the game. So obviously this is BattleTanks remake, and so it takes 3 hits to kill an opponent, and of course this opponent on the right side is taking damage and has been killed. Then they respawn, and I can show you that the client can also kill the server. There we go. And you can see both screens is taking damage, and boom, the server has been destroyed. So let me go ahead and come over here real fast, and I'll show you how I set the team deathmatch to 2 kills. And so I'll show you if I press tab, you can see that both players has 1 kill and 1 death each, and the game variable to win is just 2 kills. So I'll go ahead and win the game for this. And yeah, this is BattleTanks remake, and just a small little map, small 4-player game that I can put on Steam and play with my friends. So overall, I think the project turned out well. Of course, there's a lot of bugs and more time needs to be spent, but I think it's in a good prototype right now. It's in a good prototype state right now. So thank you so much for watching this, and this is Chris Hollopeter signing off. So thank you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. See you guys in a bit.